because it isn't there for anything else. All right. So I want people to know how to buy it. There's a number of things in the book that I talk about that I haven't had much of a chance to go here today, but there are mistakes happening even now on the part of science that need to be understood and corrected. And one of them is what I have called idolatry. There was a great line by Pope John Paul II about 30 years ago, said, religion can purify, no, science can purify religion from superstition and mythology or something, and religion can purify science from idolatry and false absolutes. And the mistake of our time is the belief in false absolutes. If you ask a scientist, what's idolatry? They say, who, me? I don't do that. Aha, they do. And the worst thing we have going on currently in the early 21st century is an undue belief in the power of computer programs. Results of computer calculations are no better than the coding, the Fortran, whatever, the assumptions that go in at the front end. And any model is always less than the reality. I think the Hindus 5,000 years ago called it idolatry when you confuse your model with the real thing. And we have had in too many things, including a lot of UN policies that affect people all over the world, a belief in the perfection of computer programs that is very wrong. The programs are very limited. The models are finite. Models are good for checking up on things and leading you in a certain direction. But that belief in the perfection of models is another false god, and it's a huge mistake. The other thing that is a problem with many people in the sciences is the, you say, golly, look at all these odd coincidences. Isn't it odd that we're here and that this is something goes under the name of the anthropic coincidences? And some people will say, well, this tells us to look harder at nature and maybe this will point towards God, which it does. And others say, no, there's a multiverse and we're just on the one that got lucky. It's all an accident. Well, when you go look into the multiverse carefully, you find that it is self-contradictory. It is incoherent. It does not make sense and it cannot be. And I've got a chapter called The Mistake of the Multiverse, in which I encourage people to look into the details of this sort of thing and understand that that belief in chance alone is not only a religion of its own, but it is an incorrect and incoherent religion.